Welcome back to Christo's Cafe. We are here once again to talk about Journey. We have Triss, who has just recently jumped into our leader skin pool, who has become available through the journey. And just like Ciri, Alzur, and Yennefer's, I will deep dive into everything around this journey and explain to you if it is worth your cold, hard cash. Now, I know these videos, I'm supposed to like hold the tension and make you wait till the end and only explain it to you at the last very second if you should do it. Screw that. I'm going to save you all time. Instead of listening to me talk for the next 5 or 10 minutes, if you really just want to know if it's worth it, I will give you 3 distinct scenarios which will kind of answer that question. So A, you are a newer player looking to grow your collection. Yes, buy the journey. B, you are a player who has any kind of collection but really likes cosmetics. Buy the journey. If you are a player who doesn't give a shit about cosmetics and you have almost all or all the cards, yeah, then don't bother. I have a full collection. I could use a little bit more meteorite powder, come to think of it, and there's going to be some great opportunities to earn that in the journey, but I just really like the cosmetics. So for me, I'm a big fan and I like supporting CDPR, and spending 10 bucks on Gwent is really not that big a deal for me. That's right, $9.99 US. So before I jump into it, actually, just a little tip: if you are shopping around to buy this journey, check it out on your PC, check it out on your phone. Sometimes the conversion rates are a bit different and you can save yourself $1 or $2. I know on PC through GOG, being in Canada, I still see the US prices, so I get $9.99 US and it converts it and all that jazz, but it does it on the back end. Sometimes if you look in game, you might see a different price. So just like I said, keep your eyes open. Check it out on multiple platforms. If you have access, you might save yourself a couple of dollars. Now, just to give you a bit of a heads up, this journey in reality is very similar to what we saw with the End's journey. Now, CDPR has been teasing a little bit that they're going to change up the journey formula in one of the subsequent ones. Not this one. It's very, very similar in value to Yen's journey. Obviously, the character is very different. I will not get into Team Triss versus Team Yen, just to say that it's going to be similar from a value perspective. So let's jump into it and we can kind of discuss from here as to what we think. So obviously, the big selling point of that premium journey is you get the Triss skin. You see her 14th of the hill. You're also going to get a lot of other things. So you get access to 4 premium kegs, as well as 1 of each faction keg as you go through the path. You're going to get access to different borders. You're going to get access to different titles. Many of these borders and avatars are actually animated, so they move, which is kind of funky. You're also going to get access to, I believe it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 8 premium cards. Now, I think Yen's journey had 1 less. I could have miscounted. In any case, you're going to get access to 8 premium cards. These cards vary in usefulness, I'll put it nicely. Just like Yen's did, there are some that do see play and there are others that see less play. Like Triss herself, she typically sees less play. Still a great card to have, no doubt. You're also going to get 4 card backs as you go through the journey. So you got Voltus Pride, another card that's not played all that often. Don't forget about the coins. I actually think the coins are one of the funnest parts of Journey. I really like what they have done with them when it comes to giving you cosmetic coins. You're going to get Ada Striga. Ada is absolutely a staple in a lot of monster decks. Great card to have. I absolutely recommend that. You're going to get more card backs. You're going to get Philippa. Syndicate Philippa is played in 99% of Syndicate decks. Again, a very, very strong card that you will be happy to have. Fringilla, not played all that often, but she exists, so you can get access to her. Obviously, you see the mage theme as we go through it. There might be a little bit of a tie-in based on the next expansions coming out. Coral. Coral is another card that is probably not played all that often, but she did just receive a little bit of a buff, so we might see her a little bit more so in the future. As we scroll through, we also see Ida. Ida sees some play in Skoya deck, definitely a playable card, so there's some good value there. As we continue to go through, Triss Butterflies, again, not played all that often, so that kind of gives you the quick back and forth end to end of what you will get if you go for the premium pass. Now, on the standard pass, you still get a ton of keys, like a lot of keys. You're also going to get avatars that you're going to see every basically 5 levels. You're going to get 5 keys, and then in between you're going to get about 11 more, 16. You're getting you know, 17, 19, 21, 23 keys, let's say, through every 10 levels, plus the 5 is 28. So you're getting a ton of keys, let's say about 30 keys for every 10 levels. You're gonna get a huge amount of them, plus you're gonna get an avatar every 10. So you do get a few little bonuses if you do not want to spend the money, but you get access to a ton of keys, which will turn into a ton of kegs, a ton of resources for you to build out your collection. Now, that is not the only thing you get if you go ahead and you pay for the premium quest. You're also getting a second set of quests to complete, or contracts to complete. What you actually have here on the top side is going to be everything you get for free. So you get 3 quests per week for free to complete, give you crowns, help you complete the journey. On the bottom side, you're going to get 3 more quests that you will complete only if you spend that $10. Now the difference here is, obviously you're getting half the resources, or not half the resources, but half the crowns that will help you achieve that journey. But where the difference comes in is when you jump into the contracts for the journey. If I look at the journey contracts, and yes, I'm still salty about Series Journey just hanging out here because I did not complete all 175 levels, you're gonna get access to different quests or different contracts that you can complete. In this case, complete 5 TRISS'S Journey quests up to 20. You're gonna be able to do this no problem if you just go through and complete the free quests. Not a problem. It's when we start scrolling down here, complete all weekly quests from TRISS'S Extended Journey. 20 reward points. You're missing out on those if you cannot complete those quests because you've not paid the dollars. If we scroll down further, you're gonna get a lot of these where, you know, play a game with TRISS'S medical robe or the Assassins of King's outfit. You're not going to get access to these either, so you're missing out on some cosmetics. You're gonna get ingredient bag, the robe, alchemist title, but you're missing out on 7 more keys. You're gonna miss out on all these keys for everything basically as you go through that tie into using TRISS'S leader skin. And then finally, you're gonna miss out on the big one, the 30 reward points at the end when you complete all of the contracts, because as we just went through it, you can't actually complete all the contracts. So that's a big part of it as well. Now, I said we're going to talk about dollars and cents, and that's where the value aspect comes in. I did a little bit of math in the yen journey. If you want to check out that video, it's on my channel. I'll try and link it up here. If you go through and you do the math, 1 key is equal to about 40 scraps. How do we know this? We jump into a reward book and we go and we look at scraps, and you know, this was a 2 key node. This was 1 key, 1 reward point. 40 scraps is 1 key. If we do the math, 1 keg, assuming you only open rare kegs, you have the worst luck possible. All you get is rares. They're worth about 60 scraps if you mill all the cards in them. That being said, those 138 keys come out to about 80-ish kegs. So we're just talking keys. They come to 80 kegs. Now, if I want to buy those kegs individually with my dollars, 60 kegs, $72. We're talking about getting 80, not 60, 80. So it's worth more than $72 just from the keys if you convert them directly into scraps per se. You're also going to get kegs. You're also going to be able to unlock a variety of things, powder, etc. through using those keys. Secondly, you're going to get access to those 4 premium kegs, ultimate premium kegs, sorry, we talked about before. Those 4 kegs would be $13. 9 USD versus 13 USD, just there. You're already getting your money back. You buy 6 more kegs because you're getting 1 of each faction keg. 2 kegs is $3. If you're getting 6 of them, that's $9. You pretty much break even just from those kegs. Forget the cosmetics, forget everything else going on in the game. Just those kegs will give you the value that you need to justify that purchase if you need to justify that purchase. So I highly recommend doing this. It is a great way to support CDPR, support Gwent, support the game you love, and at the same time grow your collection in an exponential fashion. The only other thing, because I honestly don't recommend spending a lot of money on Gwent, not because I don't love the game, but because you really don't have to. They are very generous. The new starter decks just came out, super generous. They have a ton of value in them. They have a ton of great legendary cards and things like that. So here's what I would recommend you do. I recommend you buy the journeys. I've always said that. I will continue to say that. I also recommend you buy the starter pack. $5 gets you 10 kegs, 400 meteorite powder, and 1 premium legendary card. So you get a premium legendary, you get enough powder. 400 should be enough to get you, I believe that should be, you know what, let's go check it out. I believe that will be enough to get you a premium of an epic card. if my memory serves me, and then you get 10 kegs. And we just established those 10 kegs are way more than even $10, so you're getting a ton of value there. If I go and I look at, so it would be 400, so it would get you an epic. So you can get an epic, you can turn a premium into, turn an epic into a premium, you can turn a legendary or get a premium legendary, you get 10 kegs for $5. So buy the journey pass, buy a starter pack. That's it. That's all you need to spend money on. Your starter decks are going to be great. You're going to continue to gather resources throughout the game. You're going to be all set. So that's it. That's enough of me running my mouth. At the end of the day, buy it. Value wise, it is 1000% there. It returns like 10 times the value. So I highly recommend it. If you liked this video, if you want to know more about, hey, where to spend your money, things like that, like, subscribe, shoot me a message if there's anything else you want a video about. Hey, where do I spend my money? Where do I spend my keys? What direction should I go? Things like that. Team Bandit Gang is working on a beginners series, so we'll actually be launching that soon. And part of what that is it's going to be pointing you in the right direction of where to spend your keys and do some of that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for that as well on the Team Bandit Gang YouTube channel. You can also find the link for the Discord in the comments here. Jump in there, ask any beginners questions you have, and we will all be happy to help. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time in Christo's Cafe.
Oh, what a lovely tea party.